Let's get going. Are you able to walk on your own?
I think so. My head hurts a bit, but I think I am well enough to move on my own.
Good. I was hoping that I would not have to carry you all the way to the castle.
The castle.
You'll see what I mean when we get there. Let's get going. We will want to head southward.
The two of them step through the open stone doors before Locke finds another lever on the other side that he pulls down. The doors close as they find themselves on the outskirts of Narsh. Chapter 3: The Castle.
Halt. Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Come on in.
Thanks.
Locke and Terra enter the castle, the guard letting them through with no trouble at all. Terra can't help but notice some bits of technology that is integrated in what looks like a very old castle. They pass by some more guards, who glance their way briefly before getting back to their own business. It seems that Locke visits this castle often. Eventually, they come to a throne room. On the throne at the far end of the room, a young nobleman in expensive clothing sits, conversing with what appears to be an advisor of sorts. The young nobleman looks toward Locke, but his gaze immediately falls upon Terra. He stares at her as they approach the throne, and once they are close, he stands up and walks toward them while the advisor leaves.
Locke, I have received word to expect you.
I see. Those returner couriers really know how to get things done.
So, this is the young woman they mentioned.
The nobleman walks around her slowly, eyeing her up and down, before returning.
Hey, nice. Very easy on the eyes.
Terra looks away, seeming embarrassed and uncomfortable.
Really, Edgar? Show some decency, please. You're a king after all.
Save me the lecture, Locke. But, even so, I wouldn't want someone of such beauty to be uncomfortable in my castle. I am Edgar Roni Figaro, and you are in Figaro Castle. I rule here as king, though I have inherited this from my father and mother. Much of the castle is run by my servants and they do their job well, so ruling over them is not needed.
What the? Who do you think you are? That was very rude.
Agreed, Terra. It's good that you didn't forget your dignity. Edgar, treat her with respect. She was an imperial soldier after all.
Fair enough. I meant no disrespect. With that said, you are quite beautiful. And your hair. Such an alluring teal color. I am Edgar Roni Figaro, and you are in Figaro Castle. I rule here as king, though I have inherited this from my father and mother. Much of the castle is run by my servants and they do their job well, so ruling over them is not needed.
Wait, you're a king. But you look so young.
I suppose you're used to seeing Emperor Gustal as your ruler. Compared to me, He is quite advanced in age. I see you have met Locke. You're lucky to be in his hands. He is darn good at what he does.
I bet you are surprised that I know a king so well, Terra. It so happens that he too is a returner, though such is a secret to the people at the town of Figaro, to the southeast.
A secret? Why would a king have to hide this secret from his own people?
In the interest of keeping peace, Figaro has an alliance forged with the Empire.
Wait, you're allies with the Empire.
Yes. The people are not very happy with the situation. They believe they could repel the Empire, thanks to the technology advances of our researchers. I disagree, and we would just be setting up ourselves to be slaughtered in open war without an alliance.
So what is this about? Was I brought here to be turned over to the Empire to get on their good side?
What? Locke, you did explain that we are to keep her safe here, right?
Yes. Terra, trust us. We would not give you over to the Empire at any price. Edgar is a double agent. He claims to support the Empire publicly and allows the use of the port in the town of Figaro.
I don't get it. How can you be allied with the Empire, yet work with the returners?
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Edgar is a double agent. He claims to support the Empire publicly and allows the use of the port in the town of Figaro. Let's just say this alliance has allowed us to capitalize on quite a few things. We can find out much about the Empire by observing them in peacetime. Not only that, but I have also been able to ensure certain Imperial supplies at the port, well, go missing, especially anything that can be a threat to the returners.
By the way, I got another job for you. Here's the message.
Locke takes the note from him and reads it.
A fetch request, huh? Edgar, you better take care of her. I better not find out that she has any problems with you while I am away.
You worry too much. She will be held in high regard as a guest in my castle.
Locke leaves and the advisor whispers into the ear of the king.
Seems I already have business to attend with as well. If you'll excuse me.
Wait, I need to know. You're risking a lot by allowing me to stay here. Maybe even risking this alliance with the Empire. What are you really after? Is it because I am a gifted Imperial soldier?
I'll give you 3 reasons why I'm doing this. First of all, your stunning beauty and your lovely, wavy hair have captivated me. Secondly, I would like to find the time to know if I am your type.
Edgar begins to walk away before glancing back.
I suppose your talents as an Imperial soldier are a distant third reason.
Terra looks puzzled, not quite sure how to respond to his words.
I don't get you.
Edgar looks away and shakes his head, as if slightly embarrassed.
Guess my technique is getting a bit rusty. If you'll excuse me. Make yourself comfortable. The castle is free for you to explore. Feel free to speak to my servants if you need anything.
Edgar sighs as he leaves. Terra seems baffled by what just happened.
Maybe. There's just something wrong with me. I suppose a normal girl would have thrown herself into the arms of a handsome young king at such flirtatious words.
Terra stares at her hands as a small ball of fire forms, burning her skin. Soon, healing magic restores her hand like new.
But I'm hardly normal. Perhaps I should take a look around the castle to ease my mind. Been running for my life since I have been set free from that slave crown. Would be nice to explore and talk to people of my own free will.
Terra is in the throne room. The king's advisor, the chancellor, is reviewing some notes. Terra walks up to the chancellor, who then puts his notes away for the time being.
Apologies for the behavior of the young master. His infatuation with women has caused a few problems in the past, so much so that the maidservants here are instructed to reject all advances. I know you're not a maidservant, but I am grateful that you have rejected his attempts as well. The king takes enough heat for his alliance with the empire. We need no scandalous rumors as well. I know quite a few things here. Do you have any questions?
What do you do here?
I'm an advisor and sort of a caretaker for the young king. He is a bright young man, able to see the many sides of politics. He also loves to tinker with machines. However, he is young and his eyes tend to wander to those maidservants and guests of the feminine persuasion. One of my duties is to keep him out of such trouble in these times. The majority of the tasks I have are related to the upkeep of the castle and advising the king of any issues. This allows the king to focus on the politics of being king. And of course, I also oversee things when the king is tinkering with machines. It's a hobby of his, passed on by his father who was a great engineer. I have also served as chancellor and advisor to his father and his father's father as well, being about 350 years old.
But how do you live so long yet look so young?
The kings of Figaro have happened to stumble upon me, a young elf fluent with political matters and managerial skills. I'm one of the few of my kind left. Not sure why, but my people seem to live about 10 times longer than most races. As such, the young king respects my opinion often and even allows me to place restrictions upon him. Things like ensuring that he does not seduce the maidservants of his castle, while I instruct such servants to reject such advances. The king is shrewd and knows my advice is for his good benefit. Is there anything else you would like to know? I do my best to help, but with the loss of their parents only 5 years back, the two young masters struggle to find their way.
2. Wait, there's 2 of them.